Silently, slowly, the Clinch River flows through East Tennessee. But the river's tranquil face hides the danger that man planted nearby.
We call this the cesium plots.
Environmental engineers have cleaned up most of what was once a highly radioactive patch next to the Clinch River. But in the 1960s, Oak Ridge scientists spread simulated radioactive fallout, cesium-137, over 4 outdoor plots. It was all part of the U.S. government's efforts to prepare for nuclear war.
It had to do with assessing the effects of an atomic explosion. It had to do with weapons type work. What would be the environmental implications of fallout? How would it affect the environment? How would it move through the environment eventually to man?
Last year, radioactive traces were detected in a nearby drainage ditch, but scientists say the cesium was bound to sand particles, which makes it unlikely to have moved.
The cesium experiments are the tip of an iceberg. There were a lot of experiments conducted using simulated fallout, and we don't know much about any of the other experiments.
But that was not an isolated case. Recently declassified documents show Oak Ridge scientists engaged in at least 2 open-air radiation experiments in the 1940s, trying to develop a new type of radiation weapon. Dr. Carl Morgan supervised those field experiments. He says the radioactive material was completely removed after the test.
They were carried back to the laboratory and put in the hot cell behind 3 feet of concrete. And so no one was exposed, no dirt was contaminated.
But recently released documents indicate scientists are still putting radioactive tracers into creeks around Oak Ridge. Environmentalists say such experiments are disturbing.
It's clear to me that there are some people, even still today in Oak Ridge, who haven't learned the lessons of the past.